Guys, I honestly think this is kind of ridiculous. Even though I do like the Xpeng brand, you know, you guys know I've ordered an Xpeng G6, by the way. If you want to order one and you're here in Australia, use my link. Make sure you do that because then you'll get a free charger and home installation as well. I'll put a link in the description below. Now, guys, the Xpeng or Xpeng, depends on how you pronounce it. I haven't quite worked it out yet. Their new flying car, it looks like a Cybertruck. It's very, very interesting looking, but apparently it's a huge sales success. I actually sat in Australia at the EV show in Melbourne. I believe it's going to be there again at the EV show in Sydney, by the way. I sat in their flying car and the thing was pretty damn impressive. It's incredibly lightweight. It's all made of carbon fiber. It honestly, is the kind of thing where I thought to myself, would this be kind of scary to go up in this? But actually, you know what? If I could have a car that also doubled as an airplane, would I do it? Hell yeah. But the only problem is then you've got to get a pilot's license. That is actually a pretty long and expensive process. Maybe it's not in China though. I don't know. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. It's great to see you. I'm Sam Evans. Great to have you with us. Now, what the heck is this thing? All right. I've seen this getting around. Clearly, it's not fake. It's clearly real. They have more than 1,000 pre-orders, even though it's only just been revealed. Apparently, there's going to be more than 3,000 intended orders, whatever the hell that means, I don't know. But the Xpeng apparently 1,000 pre-orders. The company said the figure was announced, attributing those orders to pioneer customers. There's now more than 3,000 so-called intended orders. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means 1,000 have paid and 3,000 in total have some sort of pre-order. Anyhow, apparently there was a communication session with people who want to order this vehicle, and Xpeng was telling them all about the car, the details, and they actually got a whole bunch of orders as a result. How much is it? The price will be more, so we don't know exactly how much, more than RMB 2 million yen, which is 280,000. So I guess by the sounds of it, it's around about 300,000 US dollars. When will it be produced? Well, that's the thing. It would be manufactured in 2026. So it's not going to be here next year, but anyway, 2026, that's not too far away. The company will show its modular flying car, which is obviously, as you can see, a car and an airplane. Kind of makes me think of Transformers. It's going to show it at the Guangzhou Auto Show in November. And it will begin sales of the product, official sales, in late 2024, mass production and deliveries 2026. Now, Xpeng are marketing themselves as the largest flying car company in the world. And well, I guess there's no other real flying cars that are actually real, so maybe that's true. So what kind of range will this flying car actually have? Well, honestly, I don't entirely know, but I do know the range of their other flying car thingy. It's not really a flying car, it's more just a drone that humans can go in. And the range, I believe, is around about 70 kilometers. Now, what happens is you put in the GPS, the map, you tell it where you want to go, and it'll tell you, okay, based on wind speed, we can't get there. You're going to run out of juice halfway through the flight, and then we're going to crash land. But if the distance is within its range and the wind is, not going to be a huge headwind, then it enables you to actually fly to that location. So I believe it will actually fly for you. You don't necessarily have to be able to fly the thing yourself. It sort of has a bit of an autopilot system, which makes a lot of sense because, you don't want to hit some other flying object. It's not like a highway where everyone's driving down a road in the same direction or, in the opposite direction on the other side of the road. You could hit something. Now, this is actually the company's 6th generation flying vehicle. They've got a few different types. They've got one that looks more like a supercar, and it's got propellers on the top. But they've got this sort of transformer looking Cybertruck flying vehicle, and this thing does look pretty rad. If this actually works, that would be awesome. So it consists of 2 main elements. It's got, the first one is an aircraft carrier, a large 3-axle vehicle with a 5.5 meter length. It's pretty big. It's actually about as long as a Cybertruck. It's 2 meters wide, so same width as a Cybertruck, and 2 meters high. Very, very minimalistic styling, as you can see. And the carrier has flush door handles and plastic trim in the lower part of the body. No side mirrors. I'm going to guess that they'll come on the production vehicle. Now, it has an 800 volt architecture, and apparently the range is 1,000 kilometers CLTC. So I don't know how that's even possible. It must have a big battery pack. Maybe it uses CATL's new condensed battery. That would be very, very logical, because that's a 400 watt hours per kilogram energy density battery. That's double the energy density of the highest energy density LFP batteries in the world. So very, very high energy density. That would make sense to use the condensed battery in this vehicle. And that would mean the battery wouldn't have to be too big. You could probably put like maybe a 90 kilowatt hour battery, 90 kilowatt size battery in the vehicle to give you that much range, which is pretty damn awesome. How fast can it charge? From 30 to 80% in 18 minutes. So I'm guessing it probably has around 560 kilowatt fast charging. Same speed as the Xpeng X9 or the X6 as well. Now, interestingly, you can land and dock with this carrier. You can fit the trunk of the carrier inside it, and it folds its rotors so that they fit inside. That's quite incredible. How many flights can you do? The aircraft can support 5 to 6 flights, whatever that means, I don't know exactly, but it has 2 driving modes. You can manually drive it, or it can drive in basically like autopilot. Now, what is all crazy about this is that apparently they're planning to manufacture 10,000 of these every year. That's a pretty big number. And to be honest, the price seems incredibly cheap for a product this advanced. With this kind of technology, it seems remarkable. Now, this is what Car News China says. Low altitude flights will be gradually liberalized in China. I honestly can't see 10,000 customers buying one of these per year, having the license to do that. But who knows? Maybe the future will be like the Jetsons, and this will be a real thing. Maybe full self-driving could also enable air flight. Imagine how much faster that would be if you could just get in your car, drive, I don't know, down the street to wherever you can take off in the air, take off and then, I don't know, fly at about 300-400 kilometers an hour and get to your destination 4 times as fast. That would be insane. Maybe that is the future. Guys, do you think this will be a real thing? Like, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, will we be flying around in autopilot cars? I actually think it could happen. I think it really could. Not soon, not this decade, probably maybe not even before I die, but at some point, I really think this is going to happen. Do you agree? Thanks for watching.